All right, peace be to you all. Assalamualaikum, Omar here. Well, I just did my Wednesday 5K. I think my Garmin's off because it said it was only 2.8 miles, but it's usually 3.2. Anyway, I just wanted to talk to you guys more about goal setting as we reach this the end of the 2022 year. It's December, I think the 27th or something today. I lose track of time. I'm working night shift and morning shift, so my circadian rhythms are all off. But if this financial goal I'm trying to accomplish works out, it'll be worth it. Inshallah, Lord willing. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys about controlling the factors that you can in your life. You know, right now we're going through a lot of tumultuous times. It's always tumultuous times, you know, but there's levels to suffering that most of us don't want to experience. Yeah, we're very fortunate here in the U.S. Most of us aren't experiencing true starvation like they do in other countries. Most of us are not experiencing true war. You know, maybe gang wars in your neighborhood or something, but not on the level where they're dropping bombs and missiles on you and there's people coming into your village with machetes, stuff like they do in other countries. Most of us are not suffering the type of economic depression to where there's absolutely no hope of you getting out. You know, if you're a poor person, you can get food stamps, Medicaid. I've been through that myself. You know, it was quite the burst of my ego and pride, but you know, I had to do it at the time. It was what it was. But we have some safety nets in this country. So there's that. You know, there's trying to have an attitude of gratitude of at least being in a place where people are at least are literally risking their lives just to get into. You know, we got the migrant issue. I'm here in D.C. A bunch of buses just dropped off migrants from down south in front of the vice president's house. Kamala Harris, I guess, is revenge for letting him into Florida and Texas. But I guess that's a topic for another video. But we're not there. If you're here in the U.S. and you're a U.S. citizen, you know, you have a huge advantage over many people in the rest of the world. So you can be grateful for that and also do what you can, no matter what your situation is. So I guess I'll make that the topic of the title of this video, which is control what you can. You can't control the economic situation. They raised the interest rates on stuff. You know, the tuitions have gone up for colleges. So my kids are going to our local college that's affordable, and they got scholarships. Alhamdulillah, thank the Lord. So you can control to some degree maybe your spending. Maybe you can't control your income, but look for other sources of income. You know, growing up, my parents struggled to really try to give us the nicest life, most comfortable life possible, you know, for my siblings and me. But we did stuff like yard sales. They'd moonlight extra shifts. My dad was working construction at one time with his degree in sociology. You know, my mom was a nurse and she would work double shifts. You know, so, you know, there's that. Even, you know, we got a local Walmart. So at one time I put in a job application. I said, I'll stock shelves at night, you know, for extra income. But there's things that you can do. You can learn things. You can learn how to invest, stock market, real estate, things like that. Try out some of these internet gurus that pop up every YouTube, at the beginning of every YouTube video. You can try to control your outlook on life, if anything. You know, you can exercise your body. You know, I don't work out because I think I'm going to be some kind of superstar athlete. I mean, I'm pushing 60 now. I mean, maybe I'll compete in the Senior Olympics someday, inshallah. But I do it because I was overweight at one time. I had high blood pressure. I was pre-diabetic, had high cholesterol. And this was in my early 40s. And I saw my future in my patients. A bunch of brothers laying up in the hospital bed, status post-CVA and heart attacks. You know, I didn't want that. I saw myself headed toward that. And I didn't want that future for myself. So I had to make some lifestyle modifications. And it wasn't easy. But, you know, here I am now. I think I look and feel great for a man in his mid-50s, thank God. But, you know, you can control that to a certain degree. And I tell my patients this. You know, a lot of them have these hemoglobin A1Cs in the teens. And I ask them, well, what do you eat? I don't know, everything. Cookies, cake, you know, soda. Yeah, you got blood pressure, you know, according to the JNC, Joint National Committee guidelines. They're in malignant hypertension and hypertensive crisis and hypertensive urgency. And like, what are you doing? I'm not taking my meds. I don't want to take the meds. Okay, but you smoke and you drink, you know, several cups of coffee a day, and you let your old lady stress you out. You know, so you got those factors, and you're not exercising. These are things for which you can control, so you can get that blood pressure under control. You know, you can get, there's a lot of things that you can do. You know, and I say this because I'm very passionate about healthcare and health education and the state of our country. We're supposedly the greatest country in the world, yet we've got some of the sickest people. My God, and it's going to get worse because I'm going to be a senior citizen very soon. You know, so we're going to have a bunch of senior citizens, you know, trying to navigate this very dysfunctional healthcare dynamic in the healthcare industry. And I think our country's really going to suffer for it. But we have to do what we can as individuals to try to enjoy the highest quality of life possible. I'm not worried about longevity anymore, but I'm worried more about quality of life and not being a burden on my family and being a burden on this healthcare system and the healthcare economy. Seems our leaders, some of them, not all, but some of them have betrayed us, to me. You know, they're trying to help other countries and people that aren't even here. You know, what about us that are already in the U.S. that have been here and helped build this country? But again, that's a topic for another video. I don't want to get canceled or fired or anything. But you know, do what you can. You know, as we approach 2023, just write out your goals and say, okay, what are things that I can control? What are some financial goals and fitness goals and spiritual goals over which I have control outside of everything else? You can't control the weather. You know, more than 50 people have already died from cold weather complications, especially out in Buffalo. God bless them. We can't control that. It's cold here in DC. But you can control yourself to a large degree. Anyway, guys, I ramble on. I wish you guys the best of success in your positive endeavors. If you have any interest in being a PA, it's a great profession. I really enjoy it. I've enjoyed doing it for the past more than 2 decades. I wouldn't have been in it this long had I not enjoyed it. I'm also a health educator. My doctorate's in health education. And I'm a fitness enthusiast, even though I'm not that good at it. I try to be consistent. But you can reach out to me. We'll talk if you want some advice or you just want to meet. All right, take care. Peace.